should have seen me dancing skills. Get in. This tune's on and giving it. You know, that's how it's got to be. Don't forget what we'll go on indoor market. You got the air conditioning. What, fucking 23 degrees? Right.
I've just got in the car.
If my bag falls off that seat and empties my cash tray, yeah? Look, they'll add about £34 to the value of your car.
Well, now you're wasting my fuel by having the AC on, but I suppose if you have the windows up, you can have the AC on. You're not having both.
We're going to want the windows down in a minute. Told you, can have them both. Hi, wind!
I'm over. If I had the back one.
Just turn it off, man, and have the windows down. There we go. No, no, you want the front ones now.
What the front ones now?
So you can get the air, the breeze going through your hair, so you can look dead cool and that.
Yeah, I know the wind noise on the cameras.
They're not going to be able to hear us two. I'm pretty sure. Go on.
Today's topic. Well, Oliver Clark asked me what did MCT do in a bus station to piss me off. So I'll answer that first.
They were just there. There you are, end off. Go on, elaborate.
Yeah, I'll watch it on that one. But also I want to talk about what I said the other day, which was about Rube Eats for legal reasons.
Alright.
But in a minute there'll be a picture of who I mean on the screen with their new logo, Rube Eats.
Right, yeah.
Rube Eats, sorry.
Yeah. No, you can't. Because we don't mean Uber Eats at all. No. It was just Rube Eats, yeah. Some clever editing there.
Yeah, for legal aspects. But first of all, we'll cover what MCT did. Well, those that know Parker Street, and I'm sure Oliver you will do, because you're now one of our drivers.
People stop calling it Parker Street. It's Piccadilly bus station. I'm not going to go back to it says Parker Street. I don't give a fuck. Right, anyway, carry on.
Right. So, I'm down at the traffic lights, pulled as far over to the right as I can, because you've got the magic buses. So with magic buses, once you've got that chance to go, you go for it.
Yep.
So I leave the extra room so you can at least pull away from the stand, and then claim you've left.
Yep.
But this MCT driver decided that that was a perfect opportunity to undertake me, and then when I had to go at him, he went, I thought you was parked. But I had all my numbers up, lights on, people on the fucking bus.
Indicating.
Yeah. Fucking sat at traffic lights. Fucking. So that's what he did. Yeah. So
that was MCT, by the way.
So that's what they did to piss me off at the bus station. So now on to our main topic of today's, well, going to work.
Right, come on then.
Is Rube Eats. More specifically their cyclist edition.
Can it just be any cyclist? Because I really want to have a rant about a cyclist. Well, because if any of you guys are cyclists and you use the road, yeah, and you approach a set of traffic lights and the bus is stationary, it's got two cyclists in front of it and there's a 2-inch gap between the side of my bus and the curb.
That pisses
when the light changes, yeah, do you A, see it on YouTube? I said I'm already on.
Right, well yeah, right. But no, Ruby.
Not, yeah.
They're cyclists.
It's some fucking getting used to that.
It is, isn't it?
Ubba. There. Ubba. We'll go Ubba. You say Rube, I say Ubba.
Their cyclists and their company seem to have no regard for any sort of health and safety. This side.
God.
We've got. I know I'm going to go. We're dropping down.
We're going around houses. And you're on about me having aircon and windows open at the same time and you're going like 4 miles out of way.
Well, whatever.
Anyway.
Yeah, they seem to have no health and safety policy at all. Because how many of Rube Eats do you see wearing a helmet?
None.
Having lights on at night?
Not many. No, but I'm with you there because I think...
No lights at night.
I think if Uber are going to have these people riding around taking food places for people, they should be cycling proficiency,
well, apparently
right, like they do with the kids, because they need it. They need helmets, they need lights, and they need to be clearly visible, like brightly coloured clothing. I do give their bags are reflective, so you can, in fact, the Uber and
no, they're blacks.
The other ones, they are.
The Canadian version, is it Canadian? no Australian in it, Ken.
The rUBErish.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the ones. They are Australian, Canadian. No, they're from Canadian. But you don't get kangaroos from Canada. Well, you can't get a kangaroo from Canada. No, they do the Australian version. Yes, their jackets, the stuff that they give them reflects on the lights.
Yeah, but they don't tend to give them any lights or helmets still.
No.
And they still ride through red lights and do what they want.
Yeah, we had one chase us down Portland Street, we covered this.
And then, when you move from cyclists,
right,
you then go on to mopeds. Where in the highway code does it say that a moped...
Yeah, but you're not to worry though, because he's an Egyptian. Have you seen it on the back of his box?
I have. But where in the highway code does it say that a moped can use the advanced stop line and the cycle lane to get ahead of all the traffic?
It doesn't. But if it had been back in the day when they had the old pedal and pops, then they might have been able to get away with it. But as soon as there's no pedals to actually physically move the bike, other than the two-cylinder or two-stroke engine that propels the said top to the destination with purchaser's food, I'm pretty sure. Is it just? It's not all mopeds. It's just the ones that deliver food.
Yeah. I think it's because they get paid per delivery. They want to make as much deliveries as possible, but then rules, health and safety, their safety goes out the window at that point.
Do you know what? Right, we could make a killing if we was to do that. You know, delivering food.
You can't.
Well, no, we would, because what we do, right, is just put something on the interweb, like anyone from Withington, Fallowfield, that kind of area that fancies like the food, instead of having it being delivered, we deliver you to the food, and then we ring the restaurant and get them to make so many parcels, go in and get it delivered to people on the bus, and then drop them off in Piccadilly. Happy days. Do you think it'd work, or do you think there's a lot of legwork involved there?
There's a lot of legwork there.
That's alright, because you could do it, I'd just drive.
Well, do you know, they don't earn that much doing their delivery.
I'm not surprised.
It's a bit like the Uber taxis.
Uber, yeah.
Because they take so much commission and they're so cheap, the drivers end up earning about 20p per mile. So you end up actually earning probably under the national wage, which means then you have to drive like a complete prick to make up your money.
Yeah, well, they won't pay that much in national insurance either, which is fine by me, because when they end up underneath the wheels of the bus dead, they're not really going to need any medical help, are they? No, and then, you know, the national insurance can then be recirculated back into the system to train up another numpty that'll end up underneath the wheels of another bus. As long as it's not my bus, I don't mind.
I'll tell you something though, that the kangaroo-ish,
The rUBErish.
yeah, their riding, however, can be a little bit more daunting, because I've had several of them go on the inside of me as I'm turning left. An indicator on.
Yeah.
How much more clear do you want that to turn left? But it depends which bus you're on.
Yeah, but you did it left hand, so there. Captain! Come to the road! Turn left. Taxi wanker! Sorry, can't say that. Of course you can.
But yeah, it does seem that. But Uber Eats are definitely, I think, some of the worst riders I've ever come across. I've mowed down so many nearly coming out of Parking Street.
I'm glad you followed it up with so nearly. Do you not like your car?
I'm taking it slow.
It doesn't feel slowly though. Hey, whoa, whoa! The stagecoach in a hello bus.
I'm sure people and cyclists have many rants about us, but we're
Might swallow this. No, you're right.
We're not all the same. I try and give cyclists as much room as necessary. I've got so much fucking editing to do.
Yeah, tomorrow I'll get your ass survive 12 o'clock clean your car.
Right. Good, he's short, isn't he?
It's Tyrion Lannister.
Anyway.
Let's not turn it round. Game of Thrones if anyone's familiar with it.
Anyway. What was I say? Yeah, I do give them as much room as possible. But it is still a shock when you see one.
I do, and that's what annoys me more.
Stop line.
When they think they're in the right, but they absolutely have no idea how to be on the road with other users as well as themselves, and then they blame you for their own stupidity.
Yes.
That is one of the things that really does bug me. Absolutely.
Yeah, because it is a shock.
There's a lot of kids here, mate.
Well,
Should we just drive up footpath? That'll sort. Whoa, dude. There's a
bit of traffic.
There's a bit of traffic.
Yes, they do seem to be. It is still a shock when you see them actually stopped in the advanced stop line behind the line and not with an advanced stop line and then
like in the one over on the other side of the road.
Yeah. But they're like sheep, aren't they? Because if you notice, if you're on Oxford Road, you'll have one that's stopped, then a few more will stop, then you'll have this tosser that no one's seen yet go blasting through it.
And then they'll all follow. Yeah.
Or the pedestrian light seems to be the one that goes. It's like that one at Fallowfield and all them traffic lights which give the green light for the cyclists first. Yeah. What's the fucking point?
Yeah, start. Yeah, but by the time that light's come on, they're already going through bloody Owens Park.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not an exaggeration, that, folks, either. Oh, is it in? No, it's not wired up. You pull your finger out there.
No.
What? No, you don't want to pull your finger out, or?
It's all there.
Yeah, but that's not going to reach that to that for, I don't know.
No, I still need to add the wire to it, but I need to be able to solder.
We need to keep stuff shit still now.
I'm trying to, but we've got wish me luck as you wave me goodbye. Cheerio.
I'm going to throw you straight out the fucking window in a minute with the radio. Harder.
The last two videos, no.
I do love the lingo that goes on around Gorton. All of that conversation I heard from her side around, fuck that. Very intelligent people, like myself. Why you're laughing?
The latest Metrolink video I did, which you won't, well, I say you won't have seen it, you will have seen it by the time this goes out. That's been hit by the monetisation ban again. It's not suitable for advertisers.
We'll just use reporters, the advertiser then. Just tell them that. Anyone from Tameside will know that the local paper, the weekly paper is called the Tameside Advertiser. So we'll just use Tameside Reporter instead now. And
the latest 19167 video also got flagged as not suitable for advertisers.
Because of the title?
Oh no.
It just fucks off.
It's a great title.
Yeah, but 19167 is not as fast as 188.
No, but it still works.
Yeah, 19188 sounds like an absolute screaming banshee. You put your foot down, it's woo! Sounds like Airwolf.
It's down Cross Lane, isn't it, the 168?
Yeah, we'll go down Cross Lane. Or we're on Happy Street. Because you can't go to the bottom of 10 yard, brow and turn right. There's no right turn.
That's nice.
I was just...
Tell you what makes me happy as well at the moment, still see you.
I'm worried about you.
Why?
Because I've just seen the title of the album that's actually playing on the screen.
Good Night Sweetheart.
No, I'm on about the album name. Songs of World War II. Who do you think you were kidding, Mr. You'll have to edit that. You'll have to edit that. That will need editing.
This is how I won't edit them the night before and be up to 4 AM re-editing them.
Well, if I behaved, you wouldn't have half as much work to do, would you? But if I behaved, we wouldn't have as many people watching the videos that we do. You are aware that the temperature's quite high outside today, aren't you?
Yeah, it's 22. That's why I'm still in shorts.
Yeah, this is why I'm sat forward, because me and your seat is going to become one. Getting my chair. I was a lot closer to that GoPro then. People would be looking at, you need some fillings, I know.
Yeah, 167 is not as quick as 188 and that, but I've got a few good flash videos.
Right. Cheeky little sod there. When the lights change, put your foot down hard as you can. Bitch. Yeah, what the fuck? We need to get into money. I need to go in the garden market. I need to go into the garden
We've got 25 minutes to get there.
to work or to go to market. Right, stop. Park out anywhere lights on. I'll jump in there and I'll meet you in a figure car park. Can you go in there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's alright then. I'll just jump out now while you're like casually driving along. I'll grab my telephone.
Hang on.
You didn't see that I-10, did you?
No, but I don't need to. I'm gonna go when you've quite finished.
Can I get out?
I'll meet you in there.
I'll be back after this ad break. We're back and front.
Yes. I've just got to get out of here now.
We'll go that way.
I'm going that way. It's just that no one seems to give a shit.
It's Gorton.
I know it's Gorton. It's a shithole.
It's very fucking warm. Can we go one stop now as well?
Fucking hell.
Well, do you want a drink or not?
Yeah, where's one stop?
Right, go left. Floor it, we'll go down to 205 and go along that way. Fuck Hyde Road.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
That's not the point I was getting at. You know what they tell you when you drive in a bus? You've got to roll park cars?
Yeah.
Just continue on a straight line past them all. So what do you do when you're in your car? In the gap, out the gap, in the gap, out the gap, in the gap. Like being on fucking dodgems.
I don't have a tail swing.
Traffic lights and brogues. BT Fleet.
If I don't have a tail swing in a bus, I would just do that and roughly shout something in the cab along the lines of "coming through, bigger than you."
Always reminds me of Simpsons Hit and Run, that. Indo coming through.
Then we're going to have quite a few car share videos.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It could be a bit of a series of it. So when are we doing a song?
We're not doing a song.
Well, Peter cares.
I've got a perfect song for you though, which will instantly instigate copyright.
If it starts with "I don't weed anybody else,"
No.
better not doing either.
Homegrown alligator, see you later.
No.
Jordan, you're doing 31 in a 30.
Making.
Bags falls off seat.
Underneath the hot sun.
Yeah, don't do that again.
Adric Green's bad with potholes, isn't it?
I don't think there's an area of the city that isn't bad with potholes, to be fair.
Yeah, but
What time do you sign on?
7 minutes past.
What time do I sign on? 20 to 5, something like that.
Yes.
Go, fuck 'em. We'll just pull up anywhere where we can go in that shop, you know what I mean? That the small gap there, I'm pretty sure it'll go in. This car's not going to last you 5 minutes the way you fucking drive it.
Fuck off, there's nothing wrong with the way I drive.
I didn't say there was, I said is your car built for the way you drive?
That cup holder doesn't work, by the way.
So right now we're just fucking half our fleet. That's a comment and a half to come back into the car on, isn't it? People are going to watch this one and go like, where the fuck have they gone? They're back.
It's going to be like that for the entire fucking video.
Right, I want to touch on something else here. It's not bus related at all, however they could be if I was going to use my imagination a little bit differently. But does anyone play Fortnite? And if they do, would they like to see us have a stream trying to play Fortnite together? because it seems to be all the rage with everyone, and it's got a battle bus that you jump out of. The bus flies. This is which I'm going to have a word with Stagecoach. I'm going to go in and say, Mr. So-and-so, we need battle buses.
Talking of that, I have emailed a certain raceway to find the fees out for us, so we've got them to hand.
Ah, okay.
We can't say anything because it's not definite.
No, we don't know nothing about it, but you know whose idea it was, don't you?
Yeah, your missus.
Yeah.
But everyone's up for it. And Chris seems to know someone from a certain company that might be able to arrange collection after said event for free. To take it to Barnsley. Anyway, but from the secretive talk, we can go to...
yeah, that's going to keep you in suspense, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like when something happens at EastEnders, you get... Like, shit, gotta tune in next time. Yeah, well, as soon as we know more, then we'll let you guys know. Go, go, go!
The thing that we need to touch on, that we didn't touch on because we never ended the video, because if you remember last time we did Part Life, not Part Life, last time we did Ed Sheeran, we both ended in a very pissed off mood and never finished the recording, did we?
No.
So...
No, I'm with you on that.
Shall we quickly fill the viewers in with what happened that night in a very kind of way that we can?
Yeah, well, go on as quickly as you can.
Can't remember.
See?
Oh yeah, I remember. I had a passenger that fell asleep at the back of my bus and refused to get off. He carried on refusing to get off. He got off with a little bit of my help for legal reasons.
Yeah.
And then he proceeded to stand in front of the bus.
Yeah.
Throwing chicken at me.
Yeah.
So I couldn't move off. So I had to remove him from the front of my bus. And certain people didn't answer any radio.
And everything just seemed to annoy me after that concert. Every little thing just got me back up.
Well,
but now will be an ideal time to just let people know that this weekend we are going to try and see the same event that we're both doing, covering this Part Life, but from each other's eyes, and we try to set up the GoPro and away up. And then you can see like versions of events from both sides, see what kind of people we're dealing with on the buses and stuff like that. Should be good fun.
But there weren't, the people at the concert that second night, there weren't as, the first night there was all cheery and happy and laughing and joking. The second night there was all a bit, how can we put this?
They were rude.
Yeah.
Very rude, impatient.
I had one that asked for where Club Gorilla is. I'm a bus driver, I don't get time to go clubbing. I never did clubbing when I was even younger. Not that they can get much younger than I am.
Ask Rube, they'll know.
So I said, I don't know. So she turned around and went, well, you're a bus driver, you should know, you're fucking useless, I'm not using your services, you're shit.
So what time's the next fucking flight to New York? I don't know, not a pilot. Well, you should fucking know because you think I should know.
It's just... But yeah,
no, they were rude, they were very rude. And very drunk, some of them.
Yes. It was a big change from the night before.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, that's why we never finished a recording for that night.
Yeah, because it had just been a lot of P's and Q's and F's and W's and...
The fuck's he in?
I don't know, but have you noticed all them cars have gone?
Yes.
Left turn, left turn, left turn, left turn, left turn, put a big car, small space.
Yeah, so that's what happened and we just didn't feel like it. However, when we finish tonight, we have got...
Mood lighting.
Mood lighting.
We're getting romantic, guys. So until later on tonight, we're going to cut these all loose. We're going to turn off the cameras and just leave them to solar powerly charge in the window, if you believe that, you're as gullible as I am. But we'll catch you in a bit.
Yeah, in a bit.
Anyway, we're back after
shit day.
a day. It was a day. You could be deemed shit.
Revise the idea of using the mobile telephone whilst driving.
We're on private property, it's fine. But yeah, I certainly discovered this evening that not all sat navs are friendly, especially ones on a mobile phone. So I run dead from logistics to the Trafford Centre. Unfortunately, the bus was 2 feet taller than the fucking bridge could take. So it was like, I had to turn round and go back and go over the bridge and go the other way, and then I seen another sign saying single deckers only, and I'm thinking shit, and all of a sudden it's like 16 foot, yes, I'll fit through there in the middle of the road.
You're not a reaver, you actually do
pay attention.
Driving,
yeah, exactly. No, although I seen that picture before and I thought, yeah, an open top bus would be cool. I thought about it, and then I thought it was the amount of paperwork that would be involved afterwards, but that'd give us a bus for.
Yeah, it would have.
Yeah. But I'd have wanted a better one than 19452 anyway. I'll take 19188 next time. And then do it. Yeah, it's unfortunately, after a certain time in the city, there are a few people that, well, let's just say they don't believe in soap for starters.
No.
And
Why the guy that got barefoot?
you see, I think, right, when God was giving out everything to people, yeah, they misheard him.
Did they?
Because when he shouted brains, right, what they really heard was trains.
Quite possibly. That's quite good there, actually. It's a bit fucking blinding.
It's not a bit blinding. Put it fucking back was alright. The ambiance.
Yes, yeah, like I said, I had a person that got on with no thing, but I did do the X50, the first one. I don't know what was on my mind, but I did it from the 42 stand.
Yeah, I've done that myself.
I've radioed Shabazz went, yeah, I've done the X50 from the wrong stand. I've got people on, so it's not an issue. They've seen that I was there.
It's when you fly in and go past it and end up on 250 stand and go, fuck.
Yes, because that's where it used to go. But they moved us, didn't they, because of Aruba, to an even more congested stand.
Yeah, and added the 111.
No, because that goes from the 42 stand.
Yeah, I know, but you just added the X50 to it and all now.
Yeah.
I think anything can go off that stand.
Yeah.
At any time, it don't matter. So if you're in Manchester and you fancy just going on a random journey, just get on the first bus that's on that stand, the 42 stand. See where you end up.
We're talking about the Stagecoach 42 stand, because if you want a first 42, then it's the 142 stand.
Yeah, but
just to confuse matters even further.
Well, I'm not even. I'm very. Right, we're moving on. I'm keeping my mouth shut. I was going to say that we were better and all that shit, you know what I mean? But.
Well, I was pissed off then when I did my 255 until I met 4 lovely gentlemen that were laughing and joking.
I wish you wouldn't refer to gentlemen as lovely, you know.
It's 4 old guys that come on from the pub.
Old timers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the old timers.
And I drive with the MMCs, I drive with the near side interior lights off so you can see out the windscreen. Because they didn't think of that when they built them, the high intensity lights shine off the windscreen.
Yeah.
You can't fucking see anything. And he got on and he went, I feel lights aren't working. So I put them on. And as he was getting on, he went 2 stops, and as he was getting off, he went, you can turn them off now again. Like, so I explained to him why I did it. He went, they didn't think that through, did they? He went, and then he went, that can't be British engineering then.
No, it's definitely not, is it? Oh.
But that's what I don't like about the MCs, the interior lights just shine off the windscreen too much.
Yeah.
The first Octaves, when I was bus passenger, they were great because when you started moving, they dimmed the interiors on you.
Which is what they should have on them.
Yeah. So you started off in the full brightness, and as soon as you started moving, they dimmed out.
You ever had a go at one of them solos?
No.
They are nippy, very nippy.
Yeah, unless you've got one of ours because it breaks down.
I think I had 47472. It was circular round Lancashire County Cricket Club when the underpass was shut for the Metrolink. They had a bus running, you know, to pick people up and fucking. It was pointless, you know. I didn't pick anyone up.
A bit like the Deansgate shuttle then.
Yeah, because basically we'd be timing each other. We're seeing who could do the fastest laps. You know,
Slowest.
No, the fastest. Oh yeah, don't do it slower. You start from Trafford Bar Station, yeah? You go down to Grangeforth Road, turn left at the B&Q, go down to the quadrant.
This is fastest was following the laws.
No, this was like my younger days as a bus driver, when I went everywhere with my foot down. So then we'd go past the quadrant, up to Seymour Grove, left onto Seymour Grove and back again, and that's all we did, all the way around. And then we got to a point, it was like, we see who could get to 30 mile an hour and stay there the longest going down Grangeforth Road, before we hit the brakes for the quadrant. That was one of them cushy numbers, very cushy numbers. No fares. Do I need a ticket? Are you getting on a tram? Not really, but I've just been shopping here. That could do with going over town. Get on. Let's go. Wait a minute, we're back where we started. Yeah, I know. It's a fucking circular, so we got one stop.
I've never driven it.
Just wasted 57 seconds of my life.
I've never driven a solo. I know Ashton had that solo, which used to do the 390 in Glossop, which had an engine rebuild, and it still broke down the next day it was out. And every single time it broke down, they brought out the Corrie Plaxton Beaver. The problem is, the Plaxton Beaver was, well, the destination plan was a bit broken. So it could only display.
Had 10 or 63, innit?
It's all it could display was 10 Weatherfields. They had to use the old-fashioned paper in the window.
Yeah, I took that bus out at depot before that you brought in and whatnot, and everyone's sticking around now, and I'm thinking, why I look so like a cunt? So it just goes to show, right? You're going down a route, yeah, where every single service it travels on it is a 3-digit number. Yeah, I went down there with number 10 on the front, and every single bus stop people went, and I didn't know until I passed 3 or 4 bus stops. When I got to the Apollo, I looked and I thought, fuck her.
I could have put the other way around, the city centre via Weatherfield. Or I could have put bus reversing up.
I normally put that on.
But that brings me to another point which I seen in Stockport the other day, which really questions. You know how Stockport have them really nice single deck versions of
the 300 MMCs, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know when they put theirs into reverse, that bus reverse auto flash up, but yet they can't do it with ours because they haven't put the in-truck line in? What's the fucking point? What's the point of having it?
Well, exactly. And you think we'd need them because a lot of our MMCs cover the X50 out the Trafford Centre, where you've got to unless you can fucking shrink the bus and squeeze it through a gap without running anybody over and turn it round and come off one bay facing the right way. We've got to reverse off the stand. You see, I used to have a really good way of getting around reversing when I went to Sunderland with Megabus, especially at 12 o'clock at night. I'd go in across 7 bays, unload and gone.
I normally fix the issue of having to go around the block at the Trafford Centre.
Yeah, by reversing all the way down.
Yeah, I know.
She really doesn't like it, does she?
No.
She really doesn't like it.
I driver did it today. The look on her face was... Seriously.
She looked at me, right, and she's watching, and I opened window and I went, hiya. She went, you shouldn't be doing that. I said, yeah. I said, but I need to get to number 16 bay, that way I don't have to drive all the way around the bus station when I'm going to go on the stand because it's empty now. So I've gone from 1 to 16.
Yeah, she does not like people reversing in that bus station.
No, that boiled a piss, that did. I could see the look on her face. She's like, you know when someone's gnashing their teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no harm in it. If there's nothing to hit, there's no harm in it.
Oh, her blood pressure was hitting its maximum capacity. I thought she was going to go green and start spitting.
Well, I had a woman today at the Trafford Centre. I pulled up.
Oh yeah.
Not into service.
Not into service. I'm not into service either.
Right. Should have said not in service before I got in there. So I didn't have that mass herd of people crowding when I had 20 minutes there. And she come over. Then he might have just nearly knocked her over as well at Barndop Road because she's running across the road and didn't fucking look. So I'm going really well with trying to knock people over tonight. She went, are you the 250? I went, no. and she's seen a bus, you know, in a bus station. That happens. So she ran down the side of my bus and nearly got ploughed over by that bus. I'm with the 23 driver, I have heads in her hands going,
They think they made a fucking rubber, these people. Previously, on the other video, when we were saying why we'd had a shit day, I remembered why mine was bad. Because I was running back then on the 143 into town. And I went through rush home. This guy stood at the bus stop with his hand out, it says not in service.
Yes.
So I got caught in traffic, he decided to run and open my doors. And as he pressed the button and put his hands on the doors like that, I fucking closed them. So all I could see were tips of his fingers through the door. So he then forces his hands out the door, presses the button again, gets on, what's your fucking problem? Walks past me to go sit down on a bus that's pitch black. So needless to say, I reacted. And it might not have been the best way to react, but I did. I basically just jumped out of the cab and I said, off the bus, it's fucking finished. He went, what? I said, deaf as well as stupid. He said, the bus is done. And basically, it saw sense. It was like he had an epiphany. And he seen me in the light or in the dark or whatever, and he thought, yeah, this driver don't want me on this bus. Because it's not, theoretically, it's not a bus. It's not a PCV vehicle without that fucking destination on the front. Right.
Do you know the good laugh about that DDA? I don't know if you've noticed, but you know the poles in front of the wheelchair and the prams on the other side? Did you notice they had to be changed?
Yeah.
To make them DDA compliant?
Yeah.
Because if you braked really hard,
they could go into it.
Yeah, a poor gentleman could be penis-less.
That's uncomfortable thinking, isn't it?
It is.
I'll tell you what I did one day, right? We had the old B10s running on the 192s. Now, I missed it. The two kids got on the bus, he shows his pass, and he was that quick he went. And the lad took it off and behind him, and I missed it. They showed it. This guy was not happy. He was getting up, and he was coming to give me hell on earth. I'm a fare paying passenger, blah blah. I said, you're letting them get away with fraud. I said, I didn't see it. Blah 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 blah. But I thought he'd gone up to get her and have a go at me. What he'd actually done was gone up to have a go at me but get off the bus. But what he failed to do in his moment of madness was press the bell for me to stop. So I went past the stop. He went, what did that stop? I said, well, if you'd have took a breath and told me, you know, when it would stopped by now, I said, I'll have to drop you at the next bus stop. So I'm pulling up and he's going on with himself and going on. By this time, he's stepped down a step. So he's got one foot off the top step and his other foot on the one below it. And he's holding onto the bar in the middle because he had the stairs on the B10. So he's turned like that, looking at me, fucking going on and on and on. I'm like, you fucking still here? So I says, right. So I pulled up at the bus stop, I threw it in the bus stop, I dabbed the brakes and his head went BAM off the fucking bar. The bar was going like when you hit a tuning fork. It must have been going for 45 minutes. This guy's like, fucking did that on purpose. I said, sorry pal. I said, you know, it was a bit sudden stop. I said, the brakes are a bit keen on this. I went, have a nice day. He went, fuck off. I went, I will.
Speaking of stops, on the X50, when you do the X50, do you stop at, when you, on the inbound, when you join Chester Road, you got the first stop, the lay-by, have you?
Yeah.
Do you serve that?
Yes.
Right, well, we're not on the board for that.
We are, it's on the back one, not the front one.
No, the one before that, the one just as you go up the hill, before the traffic lights.
No, we don't serve that one.
No. Well, I'll go.
When we turn left, that first one there, no, once we go through the lights, you've got that other one there. Yeah. We serve that,
it's
but
the
not
double
the one
we
before.
serve.
Yeah,
well.
And we serve the Gorse Hill one as well.
On the opposite side, yeah.
No, there's two there that we serve.
No, because we don't serve the.
No, there is, honestly. Just fucking look.
Because no, we don't. We serve one just before we turn onto Chester Road. Then the next lay-by we don't serve, which is Talbot Road. Then the one after that we do serve, which is the double stop. But anyway, so we're not on the board for that first lay-by one.
Right, okay.
So she dings the bell, flying past the fucking stop here. I wanted that stop. Well, it's not on the board, we don't stop there. Well, get off there all the time. Well, you're not today. It's not on the board, I'm not stopping. So she's on that herself, went, don't shoot me, I'm just doing my job. I'm paid to drive the bus and stop at certain bus stops where my number is on that board.
You know, I said to someone one day when they started knocking off the Salt Street, I'm in the shower! It didn't go down well. Suppose you think you're funny, don't you? I said, you do, don't you? Have you seen your haircut?
Well, one last thing just before we finish. Do you know on Portland Street?
Yeah, I know off Portland Street, but...
Charlotte Street, Portland, Charlotte, them traffic lights.
Yeah.
Those great traffic lights. Do you know when you go through the lights and go to turn?
Yeah.
How do you treat that line? I treat it as a give way because it's not solid. Because the traffic lights turn to red, I go fucking through the fucking, as long as it's safe to do so.
Want to turn left into Charlotte Street, side of Dawson's?
Yeah.
I'm not giving much thought, I'll just fucking go.
Have a look next to him, because everyone stops at it. But when I'm coming down Portland Street, I want to turn right into Charlotte Street.
Yeah, it's a weird setup, them lights, isn't it?
It's a give way, innit?
Yeah.
Because it's not a solid line.
No, it's a give way line, yeah.
Yeah, thought it was.
But like you said, everyone stops.
Shit.
Yeah, see ya.
Yeah, see ya. Johnny's up there, all that shite. Bye bye.
I've already got.
Oh, it's a great life on the buses. No matter what the time of day, you see the world on omnibuses. We're on our way. There's so much feeling on the buses.
It's made my day, that is. Oh, God.